Hi guys, MrRoflWaffles here. This is going to be a guide for you to get a silver spoon and then upgrade it into a golden spork in Blood of the Dead. Now quickly, before we jump into the actual process for this, I want to show you some gameplay because the golden spork is so good. We were rounds 20 plus, 25, it was still one hitting, and also, the really big deal is that you can one hit the warden with this thing. Like, plungers be damned, this is much better, so let's jump into the process. There are a couple of prerequisites you're going to need in order to be able to actually unlock this in your game. One of them is really basic, and it's just building the shield, because that's going to give you access to the Spirit Blast ability, it's also going to give you access to the Afterlife vision, and you just need it to stay alive in this map. You'll also need the Hell's Retriever, which can be acquired from filling those dog heads. I've got guides for all of these things on my channel, by the way, if you need refreshers or a little bit more detail. Once you've done the dog heads and you've picked up the retriever from underground, you could, if you so desired, use it to get a free blundergat, because we're going to need an elemental blundergat for this guide. You can alternatively get the blundergat out of the box and then upgrade that to one of the elemental variants afterwards if you so desire. And it's also worth noting that you can have multiple blundergats in one game, so if you're in a 4-player game, everyone can get their own blundergat out of the box, but you can only get one free blundergat. It's also worth mentioning once again that each player in your game has to do this upgrade guide themselves. You can't just have one person do it in the same way that you can with, for example, the Magma Gat. So, assuming you've managed to get either the Acid Gat or the Magma Gat from their respective kind of upgrade processes, and you've also got your shield built and you've got your Hell's Retriever, you're ready to get started. Head into the Warden's office and use the shield vision on L2 or left trigger to view the numbers on the pillars in the center of the room. You're going to be reading them from right to left, and your numbers will be some digits from 0 to 9, like 747 or something like that. Once you've got that memorized, you need to go down the big spiral staircase, and assuming again that you've built your shield and therefore you've got the Warden's key already, you should be able to open the locked box that's right at the bottom of the stairs. This box can be zapped once you have a Spirit Blast available and allow us to input numbers. To get a Spirit Blast, you just need to suck up 3 souls with your key and do it in succession so that your key glows blue, and you'll then have a prompt on your screen when you're holding the shield to say, you can now do a Spirit Blast. Electrocute the box at the bottom of the stairs, and then input the numbers that you've just seen in the Warden's office a second ago. Once entered correctly, you'll have to wait a second, but the numbers will then disappear from the place that you've just entered them, and the big cage in the center of the spiral staircase will drop down. If this happens, great job, you're on to the next part of the process. Once your cage has fallen, head to the docks and you'll see that there is an afterlife box, a voltmeter, which you can shock, once again, with Spirit Blast. So, get some zombie souls in your key, once you have 3, it'll be ready to blast, and you're just gonna zap the afterlife voltmeter. What that's gonna do is cause the crane out in the water to swing up and reveal that it's actually gone fishing and caught the skeleton that was inside the cage that just fell down moments ago. Once the crane swings up and you can see the skeleton just suspended above you, you're going to want to use your Hell's Retriever to essentially cut off the skeleton's arm. Its hand and the spoon itself, the silver spoon, will drop onto a crate for you to pick up. Up until this point in the Easter egg guide, only one player in your game needs to have been doing anything. If other players are in the game, they can now come over and grab a spoon. They don't have to retrieve their own skeleton or anything like that. So, get everyone to pick up a spoon because why not? It's a spoon, it does more damage than the knife, it's worth doing. Once you have your spoon, you're going to want to head up to the roof area of the map. And just before the roof, if you take the right-hand side route, you should see a big bathtub, which you can put your spoon inside. It will just slot right down into the middle of the bathtub. This is the point where your game will deviate from the games of your teammates because you're going to be upgrading your spoon, but they need to do this themselves if they want to upgrade their spoons. Once the spoon is in the tub, head up to the roof and start killing zombies with your elemental blundergat. It's going to be either the Acid Gat or the Magma Gat. Once you've killed around 30 zombies up on the top of the roof with your elemental blundergat, you can go back down to the bathtub and you should see that blood has started dripping down from the ceiling and filling the tub up. You're going to want to hold square on it and drain the bathtub. Now, if it doesn't drain, that means you need to get more kills up above. And if there's no blood in there at all, it means that whatever you're using to kill the zombies isn't making their blood drip through the ceiling in the way that we need it to. So make sure that you're using, like I said, the Acid Gat or the Magma Gat. This can be a little bit glitchy. I've already had it glitch in the first game that I did this, so if it's not working for you, maybe switch your weapon and just try and find a solution, because I think that TREYARCH need to do a little bit of patching here. There's also a chance that it will look like your spoon is inside the tub, but actually it's one of your teammates' ones. That's a glitch. You're not meant to be able to see your teammates' spoons in there, and so if you're trying to get kills on the roof and nothing's happening, make sure that you've actually put the spoon down inside the tub. An easy way to check if you've actually still got it is that you won't have it when you're meleeing, so just knife the air a little bit, and if it looks like a spoon, then you probably still need to put it down. At this point, you're really close to the end of the guide. All you've got to do is head back over to the catwalk area of the map. From the catwalk, you should be able to see a big water tower, and once that bathtub step is done, the top of the water tower will actually be leaking blood. This is an indicator that you're going in the right direction with this, and I mean, the proof's going to be in the pudding in a moment, because what you now need to do is throw your retriever at the red wheel at the base of the water tower, and assuming you aim it in the exact right direction, you should retrieve yourself a golden spork. Like I said, the spork is ridiculously strong. It one hits until 25 plus, it's really that good, and it does an insane amount of damage to Brutus, so use it wisely. Hopefully this has been a useful Easter egg guide for all of you. I'm sure that this might come in handy for the main quest Easter egg as well, so make sure you're subscribed and have turned on notifications for my main quest guide when it goes up. Otherwise though, cheers for watching, and I'll see you all very soon in another Black Ops 4 Zombies video. Bye for now.